Welcome back to another video with soulmates with Elle. So in today's video, I'm gonna be putting you through in 6 points of what you need to do before you get married. So in other words, do not marry until you have done this. So let's quickly run through them. At number 1, heal from your emotional trauma. Why do I say that? Some of us, or many of us, a higher percentage of this generation get married when they have been dating and breaking up, dating and breaking up, dating and breaking up. They have been emotionally been traumatized so many times. They have chopped breakfast back to back to back to back. By the time they're getting married, you literally find like maybe somebody finds a very good man or a very good woman, and they get married and they feel like this relationship is missing some action. This relationship is not chaotic. Why is this man so calm? Why is he so cool? Why is this so nice? I don't like it. They try to press some buttons. They try to do some things intentionally to make the man to slap them. They try to do some things intentionally to make the man to flame up, to make the man to shout, to make the man to quarrel. They try to bang the doors and create problems and create fracas where there is none. Why? Because they are not emotionally healed. They have been emotionally so traumatized that the abnormal has become their normal, such that when they see a normal thing, they don't recognize it. Another point is heal from your childhood trauma. Now, there are some people who, when they were growing up, probably their parents did not have their time, their parents treated them bad, their parents were up and about looking for money, they did not have their time, they did not show them affection, they did not show them love, and they grow up to be very needy, they grow up to be very isolated, they grow up to be very, they cannot be expressive. They're always coiled in their shell. So when they end up getting married, if they have not healed from this childhood trauma, you find that in marriage, a lot of things that happen or a lot of things that take place in marriage entails communication. When you're happy, you'll communicate. When you need something to be done, you'll communicate. When you're making plans as a family, you'll communicate. When you have an issue at hand that you need to solve, you'll still communicate. When you're doing parenthood together, you need to communicate. But because of how this person has been suffering from childhood trauma, the person is always used to coiling inside their shell, staying on their own. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to say it. They calculate their moves. They feel like, what if I say it and he talks back? What if I say it and he doesn't take it? What if I say it and he doesn't take it well? The thing is, in marriage, it doesn't matter how you will take it. What matters is, have you said it? Because you might think that you will feel bad about it. You might think that you will feel bad about it, but that is all in your head. The person will not feel bad about it. The person will be so okay with whatever you have said. Point number 3, heal from your ex. Now, there is literally a certain video I watched the other day, and somebody was asking a question. The person said he was making love to their husband, and they missed their ex, or their ex crossed their mind. And you're wondering, what is your ex doing in your head when you're making love with your husband? That only means that you have not healed from your ex. And it can also resurface itself in another way, where you can be married and you have not healed from your ex in such a way that maybe the ex used to beat you. He used to be abusive. Maybe you were dating a narcissistic ex. Maybe you were married in a narcissistic marriage, your first marriage. And the way the person used to treat you, manipulative, pressing your buttons, gaslighting, looking down on you, dealing with your self-esteem, you have not healed from all that. And so you tend to build walls, just feeling that maybe even your next husband is like that, when in the real sense is not. And you notice that you're treating somebody bad that has nothing to do with that. Somebody's son is innocently loving you, and you're treating somebody's son the wrong way because of another somebody's son that treated you bad in the past. And number 4, heal from your past bad experiences. Now, this goes all the way. Whether it's your past relationship, whether it's how you grew up, your relationships with your relative, your relationship with your siblings, your parents, you have to heal from all bad experiences. Even if you were raped when you in the past, even if you were molested, even if you were kidnapped, some of these things, they tend to traumatize you for a very long time. They tend to create this fear in you, anxiety. You're always tiptoeing around, you're always not feeling alive. You're always scared of something. you're scared and running away from things, running away from shadows. So if you don't heal from them, you might even be scared of being intimate with your respective other. Why? Because when you see the person, you see the person that raped you in the past. When you see him holding you, you might just, in your head, it might magnify him holding you gently as a very strong grip on you, just like those people held you when they were kidnapping, you know. So you have to heal from that. Number 5, cry and heal. It's okay to cry. Now, many people like to feel like, I'm the strong woman, I can never cry, I cannot do this. It's time you change that notion. You have to cry when need be. God that created tears, he was not stupid. There's a reason why. Now, there are some people that you'll notice that if they have bottled emotions in on them for a very long time, they have not been able to pour them down in form of tears. They cannot let go, you know. They cannot feel lighter. They feel like they are walking around with this baggage. They are walking around with this load. They are carrying this load that is them that know where the load is coming from. But the moment you sit down and break down and cry, you know, even the Bible says that God is for those with a broken hearted. If you come to him with a broken spirit, and you speak to God, you cry to God with a broken spirit, you come through for you no matter what. So there's something that tears does. When you cry from your heart, literally, you know, and let go of everything, let your emotions flow in your tears, you feel lighter, you feel healed, you feel like you can move on. And that is why they normally say, see a therapist, because one thing that happens mostly with therapists is when you are in their office, you cannot be judged. You speak, you open up, and tears flow. You cry your heart out till you're content. They will even give you a handkerchief or tissues that you use to wipe your tears. You cry till your heart is content, and after that, you people can start your healing session, your healing program, your healing, you know, sessions. The last point is stop giving people the impression that they are too important. Now, I cannot emphasize this enough, because if you give people impression that they are too important, some people normally take advantage of it. For instance, if you're dating a guy who is cute and you keep telling him, wow, you know, I like you so much because you're so cute, the guy will be feeling like he's on top of the world. He's now feeling like, you know, one thing is that if you're dating somebody, of course the person will be cute in your eyes. That's why even when people are married, you notice that some people, they are very cute guys married to very ugly women, or they are very cute women married to very ugly looking guys or less attractive men. And you're asking yourself, what did he see in the person? It's because God has a way that he used to beautify that person to you. So if you make them feel too important, some people take advantage of it. Mostly if you're dating somebody that is a wrong person, is a wrong match. Some people date the wrong people. Some people marry the wrong people. Some people marry people that are not actually their bone of their bones. They are not ribs of their ribs. And in such a case, if you're somebody that gives people a lot of importance, you're going to suffer because they'll take advantage of you. Some of them will go to an extent of making you feel like they're doing you a favor being in a relationship with you. We should not be like that. It should be a win-win kind of situation. I'm happy to have you and you're happy to have me, and we're in this together. Not somebody making you feel like, if it's not for me, you're with me because I'm cuter than you. No, it should not be like that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking around to the end. If you stuck around to this point and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and turning on your bell not to miss out on our future uploads. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.